Hey everyone, and welcome back to Above and Beyond with Sophia. I'm Sophia, your favorite American flight attendant. After 15 glorious, sometimes chaotic years in the sky, I've decided to stop just serving drinks and start spilling the industry secrets. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects the most polite, yet often underserved group of travelers: passengers over 60. The title of this video is Passengers Over 60 Must Know This Before Flying. Nobody warns you. And let me tell you, this isn't clickbait. Now, you might be thinking, know what, Sophia? I've been flying since before you were born. I know how to buckle a seatbelt and I know how to sit quietly. What secret wisdom could possibly change my well-established routine? And I say, you are absolutely right. You are seasoned travelers. But what if I told you that the air travel system, from the massive, sprawling airports to the cramped, high-altitude cabins, is often subtly designed against your comfort, safety, and ease? What if I told you there are policies and little-known accommodations that airlines are required to offer, but are rarely advertised, specifically to make your journey safer, easier, and more dignified? You see, many of our senior travelers are the most courteous passengers we have. They don't want to bother the crew. They don't want to seem needy. They board the plane, sit down quietly, and endure those small physical discomforts: the stiff neck, the dry throat, the long walk to the restroom, believing it's all just part of the modern flying experience. But by being too polite and not asking, you are actively forfeiting opportunities for comfort, time, and stress reduction. You are navigating an inherently stressful system with one hand tied behind your back. I'm talking about critical physical, logistical, and policy information that nobody, not the booking website, not the gate agent, and certainly not the automated check-in kiosk, bothers to proactively tell you. Today, I'm going to reveal 15 critical tips across 3 categories: physical prep and wellness, airport navigation hacks, and in-flight comfort secrets. This isn't just theory. This is real-world knowledge from the person who will personally hand you that extra blanket. I promise you'll approach your next flight with a completely new strategy after watching this video. If you want more travel secrets and practical advice straight from the galley, please smash that subscribe button right now. And do me a huge favor, tell me in the comments, what is the single hardest part about flying for you right now? Your comments guide the future content on this channel. Ready to fly smarter, not harder? Let's jump into the 15 things passengers over 60 must know before flying. Part 1. The essential physical and wellness prep. Your body reacts differently to the high-altitude, low-humidity environment of an airplane cabin. Preparation is not just about packing a suitcase, it's about preparing your physical well-being. 1. The dehydration danger and how to beat it. The air in a cabin is drier than the Sahara Desert. We're talking about 10 to 20% humidity. For older passengers, this low humidity accelerates dehydration, which can thicken the blood and increase the risk of DVT, deep vein thrombosis. The secret: your water intake must be proactive and double your usual. Airlines are required to provide water upon request, even outside of beverage service. Do not wait for the drink cart. Hit that call button and ask for water every 60 to 90 minutes. Better yet, bring an empty reusable bottle and ask us to fill it completely once we are at cruising altitude. This is a safety issue, not an inconvenience. 2. Compression socks are non-negotiable, even for short flights. You might think compression socks are only for international travel or people with existing circulation issues. Wrong. The cabin pressure and sitting still for hours increases the risk of blood pooling in the legs for everyone, but particularly for older adults. The action: wear proper graduated compression socks. Look for 15-20 mmHg rating. I wear them on every single flight I work, and I'm a healthy 30-something. Put them on before you leave for the airport and keep them on until you land. This is the simplest, cheapest way to reduce swelling and significantly mitigate the risk of DVT. 3. The medication mishap. Always carry on. I have seen countless bags delayed or lost with crucial medication inside. This is a common and completely preventable travel disaster. The policy: never check essential medication. Always keep it in your carry-on luggage. The TSA and the airline cannot confiscate medically necessary liquid or supplies, even if they exceed the 3-to-1 limits. Furthermore, keep a list of your medications and dosages in your wallet. If you have a medical emergency, you may not be able to communicate this information clearly. The list speaks for you. 4. The bathroom strategy, aisle seat priority. If you know you will need to get up frequently, which you should for circulation, do not allow yourself to be politely talked into a middle or window seat. The hack. When you book your ticket, prioritize an aisle seat near the galley or the restroom. If you are already booked in a middle seat, approach the gate agent before boarding begins, and politely state that you have a medical need to get up frequently. Most of the time, they will move you to an available aisle seat in economy for free. It's easier for them to manage a comfortable passenger than deal with a distressed one mid-flight. 5. Mid-flight movement, the galler and aisle walk. Once the seatbelt sign is off, you should be moving. The advice to walk around can sound vague, but here's exactly what to do. The protocol. Every hour, stand up at your seat and do 10 heel raises and 10 ankle rotations, clockwise and counterclockwise. If you feel steady, take a short walk to the rear galley. Don't just stand there. Ask a flight attendant if you can hold onto the counter while you do some gentle stretches. We are happy to supervise and will keep an eye on you. Movement is key to combating the effects of cabin pressure and maintaining joint flexibility. Part 2. Airport navigation hacks, the VIP shortcut. The airport is the most stressful part of the journey. The noise, the walking, the rushing, it's exhausting even for young crew members. These hacks eliminate the hassle and put you first. 6. Free wheelchair and escort assistance, the ultimate time saver. This is the #1 most underutilized hack. You do not have to be disabled to request wheelchair assistance. If you have any difficulty walking long distances, standing in line, or maneuvering through massive hubs like Dallas or Atlanta, you are entitled to free wheelchair service from the curb, through security, and right to the boarding gate. The insider secret: airlines hate that passengers realize this is a massive time saver. When you are in a wheelchair, you are whisked through a dedicated security line and receive priority boarding. You essentially get a VIP pass through the airport chaos. Make this request when you book your ticket or call the airline at least 48 hours in advance. Don't be shy. This is a federally mandated service. 7. TSA Cares Support, smoother security screening. The TSA process can be confusing and intimidating, especially with complex machines and impatient lines. The action. The TSA Cares program is specifically for travelers with disabilities, medical conditions, or those who need extra time, which includes many senior travelers. If you call them at least 72 hours before your flight, they can arrange for a passenger support specialist, PSS, to meet you at the security checkpoint. This person is a specially trained TSA agent who guides you through the process, answers questions, and ensures the screening is done respectfully and efficiently. This is a free human touch in a highly mechanized process. 8. Priority boarding is your right, not a favor. Most people know families with small children board first, but many senior travelers are also entitled to board before the main rush begins. If you have mobility concerns, even minor ones like trouble lifting a bag or walking the narrow aisle, ask the gate agent for pre-boarding. The benefit. This isn't just about avoiding crowds. It gives you stress-free time to settle, stow your carry-on without pressure, and ensure your cane or walker is securely stowed up front, a totally different free service we'll cover in a moment. It ensures your flight starts calmly, not with a scramble for overhead bin space. 9. Gate-to-gate transfer assistance, no more running. If you have a tight connection and have pre-booked wheelchair service, see hack #6. The airline must provide assistance not just to your arrival gate, but from your arrival gate to your connecting gate. They will not leave you stranded. The urgency. If your first flight is delayed, the people providing this assistance will often expedite you through the terminal, sometimes bypassing long pedestrian routes. This must be arranged beforehand, but it's a free service that eliminates the #1 cause of travel panic: missing a connection. 10. Free storage for mobility aids, cane, walker, crutches. This is a specific, often overlooked policy. Your foldable walker, cane, or crutches do not count against your carry-on allowance. They are considered assistive devices and travel free. Furthermore, you can ask the flight attendant to store them in the front closet, usually near first class. Anecdote time. I once had a lovely gentleman named Mr. Henderson struggling to stand up after the seatbelt sign went off. His cane was jammed in the overhead bin 3 rows back, and he was too polite to ask me to get it. I retrieved it, found space in the forward closet, and told him, "Mr. Henderson, next time, tell the gate agent and tell me, this is your personal equipment. It belongs up here." We are happy to help. Just be sure to ask. Part 3. In-flight comfort and dignity secrets. Once the cabin door is closed, your flight attendants are your primary resource. Don't hesitate to ask for things that improve your experience. 11. Help with carry-on luggage. We are the labor force. The official line is that passengers must be able to lift their own bags. This is official policy. But the reality is, if you are a senior passenger and you politely ask, flight attendants are happy to assist you with lifting your carry-on into the overhead bin or pulling it down upon arrival. The golden rule: don't wait until you're struggling. Don't strain your back trying to prove a point. Walk up to your seat, look at me, and say, "Excuse me, Sophia, could I please ask for your assistance putting this bag up? Thank you." A polite request almost always gets quick assistance. Don't exhaust yourself trying to comply with a rigidly enforced policy. 12. The comfort kit request: pillows, blankets, and amenities. On long international flights, amenity kits are standard. But on many domestic flights over 3 hours, we usually carry a limited stock of basic comfort items: spare blankets, small pillows, and sometimes even eye shades or earplugs, which are often reserved for premium cabins or special requests. The request: if you are a senior passenger who looks tired or uncomfortable, ask us for a blanket and a pillow. We may not have enough for everyone, but we will prioritize those who are polite and genuinely need the comfort. It's a free upgrade to your travel experience, and it's sealed in plastic in the back. 13. Medical seating exceptions: free seat swaps. If you are seated far from the lavatory and realize it will be a true physical hardship to make the trip frequently, you can politely ask the flight attendant to move you to a closer, more convenient seat. The fine print: if there are extra legroom seats or seats closer to the lavatory available in the main cabin, and you express a genuine comfort or mild medical need, we will typically try to move you, especially after the main boarding door is closed. We do this to prevent a potential problem later. Since you didn't pay for that seat, it's a free comfort upgrade provided there is space. 14. Assistance with seating mechanisms: no more fumbling. Have you ever struggled to find the recline button or found that your tray table is stuck? Older aircraft seats can be tricky, and manipulating a stubborn armrest latch can be difficult for hands and wrists. Don't struggle. The simple fix: press the call button and say, "Excuse me, would you mind helping me adjust my seat? The lever seems a bit stiff." It takes us 2 seconds. We know the exact trick to unlock every seat type, and doing it for you prevents strain. This is an easy, free service that comes down to accessibility and courtesy. 15. Deplaning and transfer assistance: the ACAA mandate. Just as you get to board early, you can also deplane late. If you need extra time to gather your things or stand up, politely tell a flight attendant. We will let the main rush of passengers leave, and then we can assist you with your items, allowing you to deplane at your own pace. The door-to-door promise: if you requested wheelchair assistance, Hackner 6, your attendant will be waiting at the gate. The airline service is mandated to escort you all the way to the baggage claim and then to your waiting vehicle or transportation. They will even help you retrieve your checked luggage. It is a comprehensive door-to-door free service that removes the last layer of stress from your journey. And there you have it, 15 critical pieces of information that passengers over 60 must know to ensure their next flight is safe, comfortable, and dignified. This isn't about being demanding, it's about being an informed traveler and politely asking for the services the airline is either required or perfectly capable of providing. Remember the 3 keys to success: be polite, be specific, and ask early. If you've been flying for decades and never heard some of these benefits, or if you know a senior traveler who needs this information, please share this video with them. Thank you so much for flying with me today. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider secrets. See you at cruising altitude.